Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Connie, Prairie Paper Crafts, coming on today to share with you. First of all, I'm going to just do a project share of the tag I made. If you're interested, stick around. I will show you how I paper pieced this little guy, and then also the information for how I'll show you how I put the tag together also. So the tag I'm using for a cookie container for my great niece and family. She saw something she wanted, something with Hey Pumpkin. She insisted that that treat container I made was for her. She had to have it, and I said, no, this is for your grandmother. I'll make you something else. And I decided this is a fun tag with the cookie, uh, so I'll make them some cookies that I know they like. Anyway, this is I'll probably get it wrong. The paper piece, this is from Kadoodle Designs. I think it's called Pumpkin Cookie Eaker Clyde. I apologize, I don't remember. I'll try to put the name of it in the description box. He's adorable. I just love him. I just added some liquid pearls, and I think I show you the information when I do the video, the paper piece video. I also put liquid pearls here on his icing. Put some, what is it, vintage photo stickers on his nose, and then I always cover it with glossy accents. I don't know, it's just in our area what it is, but stickles seem to dry up for me quicker. So when I put glossy accents over them, I don't have any problem. It works great. I love it. The pumpkin, Hey Pumpkin, is from Crafton. I think it's Desert. I get that wrong all the time. Divas, but they're no longer in business. I was gifted that stamp set from Kim Colson a long time ago. Thank you, Kim. I love the stamps she sent me. I use them quite often. Just love them. I put some more of the liquid pearls that I used down here up in the corner. The tag is from AliExpress, and I don't remember. I can't. I put a bunch of bow dies together, and I have no clue. I'm good at that. Sorry. The button. I can't think today. It's one from my stash. It might be from I know it's from a Halloween set. It might be from Buttons Galore and More. I'm not sure. Got a little bit of twine here. It is from Really Reasonable Ribbon. I don't know if you can see that little bit of a green border back there. That was actually a piece from a die set that I have when I made some candy treat boxes lately. That's from Chaos Crafts. The candy bar treat box is the larger size. So I just pulled that out because I don't have a lot of die punches. I wish I did, but I used what I have. I'm good. And then I just have some ribbon from my stash that I decided to put on there. The paper is from Echo Park. It's from actually a couple different paper packs. I just put some, I was getting low on one and I just put everything together. So just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was turned out really cute, and I want to thank Kadoodle Design. She's had some wonderful designs. I hope you go and check those out. I'm having a lot of fun putting things together. I'm working on a treat bag also that I'll do a project share. It's using one of the new Nash Bear freebies, so I try to put together stuff with that too. But anyway, I want to thank you for joining me, and stick around if you're interested in seeing the paper piece and tag process. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and have an awesome day, everybody. Take care. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. This is Connie. I'm going to be coming back on today to share with you how I put together I forget the name of it. It's the Clyde Standing Pumpkin Cookie or something. I will try to put the name in the description box. The file is from Kadoodle Designs. If you stuck around after I shared with you the finished project, I do want to thank you. I will also be sharing how I put the tag together once I get the paper piece together if you wish to stay for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I have, sure you can't see it, but I do have the picture up here so I can look at it on my screen as I put it together because a lot going on here. So, and I might be on and off already with my glasses. So, and if you didn't watch the last video, I am not able to talk real well. So please, I would prefer that I would ask that you don't make any comments about my speech. I had some surgery and I'm recovering, but I want to keep going with my videos or I will get way behind. I don't have room to keep storing my stuff, so that's why I'm going to keep going here. So I'm starting with the leg and also need to put on some of the icing. Now, I want to put perfect liquid pearls on here also on the icing. It's going to be kind of tricky. I'm going to do it at the end because otherwise I'll have it everywhere. But we'll see what happens here. There is a little notch on the leg right under here. This icing piece does go on there. It just fits right there. I don't know if you're aware of that. I wanted to point that out. I'm working with two different glues because some of the pieces are much tinier than others. So bear with me here. I can tell which bottles are which. This is art glitter glue. It's actually a little thicker than the reptile glue I normally use. I use both. It just works when I have those real small pieces. So, and I need to cap my glues because I'm having problems with the ends of them. So, okay. Next piece I'm going to figure out is the arm over here because it's going toward the back. And I think I had these figured out. So you're going to have to bear with me here. To me, they're backwards, the arms. What I had figured out, this one goes here with the flat piece there. Oh, excuse me, my computer's trying to alert me to things. Now, the thing, and this doesn't follow through with what I've got here. Yep, they both do go that way. So I'm going to put this one on first, the rounded piece at the top. So just disregard what I was talking about before. I have this one right. And this one, you want to make sure you get it up so it's going under the head, okay? So, and it fits. There is a curve to everything. It fits. It works. In this case, the body's going to, I haven't put this together, so I have to kind of look as I go. The body sits at a tilt and it takes care of this bottom curve. And so then it'll cover up here. And then this arm, again, the flat piece will go down. Excuse my reach. I don't want to glue anything down till I can make sure I've got everything where I want it and where it needs to go. This arm piece will go like this. Now here's where I run into a problem that I kind of have to look closer. If I leave that body like that, have to make sure when I put the head on, everything is going to get covered. Not quite. So I'm going to tilt my body up a little more so it's going into the head area, and then this little part gets covered by the arm. I hope that made sense. I'm sorry for all the detail. Just trying to save you some headache if I can. I've learned that the hard way myself. So, and I see I didn't quite get his leg on quite perfectly. There's going to be a little bit here. Hey, you won't see it. I shouldn't have said anything. You would have never known. Um, I like my arms to go behind my head. So I like to put my arm on first. Okay? The hand's going to cover up if it's not, if it's, how do I want to say? If it gets covered up by the cookie part, it's fine because the hand goes on top of that anyway. So in this case, you're perfectly fine to put the arm on next. Okay? Now we can go ahead and put the head on. My great niece had asked me, I don't remember what I had made, and I think it was a treat box, and I was showing her them. She loves to see what I'm making. And she saw something that said, "Hey, pumpkin." And she insisted that one was for her. And I tried to explain to her they were for her grandmother for her work. So I thought, well, I'm going to make the kids some cookies. When I saw this, I thought I would make a perfect tag to go with the cookies. Even though they're not going to be anything with pumpkin, they're just plain old chocolate chip that they inhale. But I thought it'd be fun, little dress up for them for a change, and I'll put "Hey Pumpkin" on it. And so, anyway, she'll understand. That's all that matters. The rest of them, it's no big deal to them anymore. They're older, so. Okay, now I'm going to put these little pieces of straw, hay, whatever they're called, on, because you want them to be under the brim of his hat. I have a scratch piece of paper over there. I tap the paper on. All right, if I lost one of these, oh, thank goodness. I'd be so mad. I already had to recut a piece because I didn't catch the color of it. Also, I was going to mention, these are all just, nope, they are the same. To me, at first, this one looked like it was smaller, but part of it is because it's only two little pieces are sticking out there. The rest will be on the hat itself, so I guess I shouldn't take medicine and try to paper piece and do a video, right? We'll get there. Pretty much normal for me. Okay. I'm gonna put this on. This is what I cut. I had this piece of orange, same color as a pumpkin. I couldn't, for the life of me, knowing Melissa's designs, I thought, where in the world does that piece go? It doesn't make sense, you know? I'll figure it out when I get there. And then all of a sudden I look at the picture, I'm like, oh, there's an orange patch on his hat. Well, I don't really have any tiny yellow or tiny orange print yet that would really work good for the patch, so I'm just putting yellow on. It doesn't have to be a specific color. Okay, next I'm going to put the brim on. Now again here, I don't know if you'll see it very well. There's just little notches on here where the hat goes versus how the, what do you call it, icing goes. The icing, the white piece. So I'm trying to get this lined up. It'll take a little bit when I get it on so it goes on properly and not all wonky. Okay. It was easier for me to start from my right side. Okay. Here again, normally I would probably stop and do the icing, you know, the put the liquid pearls on, but you know, I can get it on the way it is. It's fine. You could use glitter. You could use, I got white and gold drops. I decided I'm going to use liquid pearls. You don't have to do anything for that matter. And it does go way up on top on the brim of his hat. Gotta have room for his nose, of course. Sometimes my Cricut wants to leave a little tiny, the tiniest of notches on pieces. I'm not going to put his nose on yet. I want to do his face, the cheeks and stuff. So next I'm going to, let's see, got his body. So basically we now put this on. And then we'll put the pumpkin together and then put the hand on and the other hand. Then we'll finish detailing them and work on the tag. I have to make sure that I remember to hit the start button this time, you know, I'm telling you. This just falls right into place too. There's a notch over here on the back right up here. I don't know if you can see that little bump there. That's where this corner right up in here of the background piece goes. Works wonderful. This we're going to center kind of in the middle. I was thinking at first, before I put this together, I was going to splatter the pumpkin and the cookie background with some white splatters as paint. And it would look like there was flour, you know. But I decided, no, this is his finished cookie. That's what I'm going with. So I didn't do that. Besides the fact I'd probably have big globs, which I didn't want. So it's just a thought if you want to try it. This one I do like to put a little bit of highlighting on first. Here's the lid. That way I don't have to try to work around the stem of the pumpkin, or the green stem part, so. Wherever it is. I just think these little guys are adorable. I'm not a big gnome fan, but sometimes um, I get tired of doing faces, which I don't mind them, but sometimes I, like something different. So they're cute and they're easy to do when I want them smaller. Because this little guy is only 4 inches tall and he's about all total from uh, like here to over here. He is about two, about 2 3/4 inch wide. But some of the pieces get kind of small. So let's do this and over here. And I'll get it on right. So the curved part is going toward his arm, not the body, or not the pumpkin itself. So and let's see. Yep, it's gonna go on here. And I already saw that the new there was a freebie out already for Friday. I have an idea for that too. Uh, so stay tuned for that. I can't do much right now because I shouldn't be driving too much, and it's just probably safer I stay at home yet for a while. So I've been doing paper piecing when I can, and nice to finally have some ideas. Then when it cools off, well, it's cooled off some, but not that terribly much yet. I'm gonna start doing some, go back to my hot foiling, but that, um, the machine gives off a lot of heat. It doesn't get that terribly hot. It just was, I suppose, think about the summer as hot as it was for probably everybody or a good share of us. And so that in itself just, you know, adds a lot of heat. Now, I know I'm one of the people that uses, sometimes too much chalk, too much dark chalk, I should say, on the cheeks. Uh, Sometimes I prefer it that way, what I like. Sometimes I don't, so I'm going to leave this one alone, but I got some rock on the brim. Okay, excuse me. This one I need some, what do you call it? Blue dots, I think they're called. I don't know. I don't know anything today, to be honest. I use them on the bottom. Come on. And I'll put a little bit of glue on the top, and it will take up the extra from the hat paper. Now, kind of trying to get it centered and on there how I want. Okay, now let's see, do a little bit of highlighting and then I'll just come back and finish up. I'm not going to do anything on his nose because I'm going to be putting glitter on it. So I'm going to leave that alone. Let's see, just went a little bit on this arm. A little bit on this leg. Don't know if I can get just a little bit, but I really like these little tiny brushes. They are really handy. All right, let's see what we want to do here. I have all kinds of ideas at the beginning and then I forget what I'm doing, so imagine that. Looking for a super fine pen, which I know I have. This is a 005. A 005. Say that right. A micron pen. Got its little chicken scratches on there. Okay. I'm sure I forgot what I was doing. I have to be careful so I don't get my liquid glue or my liquid pearls and the glitter and everything. I'm just getting the glitter out in a moment here. Give me a moment. Whoa. Not the color I'm looking for. I forgot I was going to do glitter on the nose. Oops, sorry about that. And so that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. I think there's enough of that left. I'm using up what I have before I open new stuff. So this is vintage photo, and it works pretty good. Yes, I gotta do the white part, the liquid pearls first on the hat. I'll do it upside down. I'll live dangerously. Sorry if I was out of frame there. I was trying to see what I was doing. And the only problem I have when it's a little bit bigger like this is getting the glitter, I want to say, flat as I can, which pretty much not going to happen with me. Sometimes tapping it helps, but not a lot. I'm looking for one more thing and then I will. It'll take just a moment. Stirred everything up in here, looking for something. Okay. Get that stuff out of the way. Now I'm gonna probably have to see what I can do about these liquid pearls. If I get my head in the way, I'm so sorry, but my aim is not to cover all the white. That's not the problem. It's more just a matter of trying to at least, follow somewhat of a track that the design follows. Okay, let's see. I didn't cut out the two little circles that go here because I'm doing this, getting those little boogers in there. Do this one. I didn't realize the child that will be getting this notices every little detail. I mean, and I'm talking every detail, and she'll tell you about it. She just is, yeah, I don't know, crazy. Um, I'll come back when that nose dries and put glossy accents on it, by the way. And now I have liquid pearls in orange blossom. I'm just making sure that they come out okay and not in a big glob. They're quite dark, as you can see there. All right, so my paper piece is done. Now I will be ready to do the tag, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the tag together. I am using the arch, arch tag from Cricut Design Space. The tag number, and I will again try to link this in the description box. I'm not very good at that, I apologize. But it is M as in Mary, 32743. The tag is cut at 3.03 for width, 5.291 for length. That's in inches. For this tag, I did an internal offset at a minus 0.069. I did some slicing. I did another internal offset at minus 0.69 for this piece. It is about, well, whatever the width is. I guess I'm going to say, when you do the offset, Cricut Design Space will figure it out. And then I had to slice it. I apologize. So this is about 1 3/8 inch when I sliced it. Now this piece, well, first of all, I did another tag, and I just, with the slicing, I just had these pieces left. You don't have to do that. You could just cut your own. This, I just used the strip of paper I had, but it is about uh, just a hair over 1 1/4. Let's just say 1 1/4 inches wide. And this, I don't know why I cut it so wide. It is, mine's about 1 3/4, and whatever it makes up the difference, to get your spacing. And again, if you cut them in half, it's how it works. I'm just using up scraps that I have. Then I have this little border piece that will be going under this. This was actually cut with a die from my candy box die from KS Crafts. And there's the item number. I believe I got it from Amazon. I'm not sure. I don't even know it's available. But I use this die here. And excuse my fingers, I cannot get them clean. A lot of my ink has to wear off with my hands and my lovely skin. My bow. Now, I don't know where this is from because I have a whole crazy me that of bows I put together. So I know it's from AliExpress. See that noise? I will show you the two pieces I used. The hat and let's see. It's just the other piece. So this end of it is about 2.5 inches long, okay? If you want to make it. And this piece is 3 3/4. And it's about 1.5 inches wide. This is about 1.5, no, 1 1/4 inches wide. You can find a lot of different bows. I'm just showing you, and you can find them in Design Space. You don't even have to put a bow on. I just am trying to learn to share with you what I'm using. Unfortunately, I'm not. I just dump stuff together a lot. The sentiment is from this company is no longer available, but it's from Crafton, dessert. I don't know. I always get that word wrong. Divas. I use the Hey Pumpkin stamp. I got these from Consultation several years ago now, or quite a few years ago. I use these in at walls all the time. I just what I do. The button was in a set I purchased of Halloween buttons. I don't remember if they're from Buttons Galore and More. I no clue. This little twine is from somewhere. Um, really reasonable ribbon. I got this popped up. I put some, same as on my pumpkin, the liquid pearls. So now let's go ahead and get started. I forgot to get my new glue bottle out. So I may be using some ATG tape also. My paper is from Echo Park. It's actually a couple different sets. Again, my paper is it's 6x6 packs. My paper is excuse me. My wallpaper is getting down there, so I'm really just using whatever I have. And it may seem like some people, oh, you go to so much work just for a little tag, it's probably get thrown away. And that's maybe true, but it's what I like to do, so. And knowing my sassy little great niece, and I say that lovingly, it's just a joke, I'm not, I love the girl to death, I love all my great nieces and nephews. Anyway, um, knowing her, she'll keep it. It's just the way she is, she's just a little good. She loves artwork, we'll study it forever, it's crazy, it amazes me. I think partly because the a little bit older kids didn't grow up with quite so much artwork. Their mother was both working and in school when they were growing up, so um, different, a little bit different life than what the youngest one has experienced now that mom is no longer going to school and working. So, and she's now has the luxury of more time to do things she enjoys with the kids and do her own crafting. So, yeah, the little one gets to experience it more. All right, I'm going to put these, no, excuse me. I'm going to put this on first. Well, no, because I put the border on. I say what I did when I sliced these are supposed to, but for mine, because I didn't slice it properly or leave enough room, mine are supposed to basically butt up right to the bottom of this plaid piece. But then I added the border in. But I remember now when I did this, when I sliced things, I used the bottom piece from this piece when I sliced and I cut these two strips out so they don't overlap anywhere. Probably not the smartest thing, but I should make it work. Sometimes I get busy designing things and I forget exactly what I'm doing and I just have to come back and make it work. So it's all good. And I do want this piece on first so the other uh, smaller strip, this piece, overlaps it. And I know I have plenty of room, so I'm good with that. And I was not going to put any kind of a ribbon for like a hanger or a tie or anything. And I changed my mind. I kept thinking, no, I think it would be best. I'm just going to put a little ribbon on. I'll show you. Just so I can tape it to the top of the container. It just make it easier. So this will just go on like this. And I love to make tags. I don't know what it is. I could make tags all day long. I think because they're small and I actually accomplish something. I don't know. Like yesterday, I didn't accomplish too much because I was too busy just, searching stuff and checking things out. So, okay, now I'm going to figure out the center. So I'm just going to go with 3 inches. That 0.03 I'm not going to worry about. There's 1.5 inches. I think I'm going to put my hole. Let's see. I kind of want this to cover a little bit, so, and this is going to come up. I'm going to go down about 3/4 of an inch approximately. I'm not putting a hole reinforcement on this. I should learn to start cutting those out, but I don't. I'm using a 3/8 inch piece. It's harder to measure. This might be closer to 7/8 or so down, but you get the gist. I'm going to pick this up. I don't want to bump the camera so much. My table's not the strongest in the world. Okay, before I get this all on, yeah, that's good. I have this tan ribbon I'm going to use, just a little bit of it. And I am just putting it through once. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm not going to cut it terribly, terribly long. I have a ribbon scissors, I have a fabric scissors, and I still use my paper scissors. Go figure. If you choose to put a ribbon on, I would just say, cut it whatever length works for you. I might end up cutting this off, who knows? To get it a little bit straight. I use some tweezers to hold this, and I'm going to put some baker's time. Ah, baker's twine. I'm still learning to talk, people. Gosh, I'm so sorry, guys, ladies, whatever. I'm not awake today. I stopped the video yesterday because I had to wait for my uh, liquid pearls to dry, and it took me a minute to get back into this. It just, like I said, it was too busy. I got a new mini kit, a shabby Halloween mini kit, so I was playing with that a little bit, and I don't know, I have days yet that I don't feel like crafting much. I'm still not feeling it par. I mean, I don't feel bad, but I just don't quite feel terrific. I'm going to tie these, I'm going to cut these fairly close, so it's got a knot, but it's not going to show too much. Okay. Put foam tape on the back of this and only where it's going on my tag. I think I had it going off just a little bit, yeah. So I'm going to put that on. All in all, it's not that special of a tag. I mean, it's just a tag, but yet it'll be cute when it's all done. I just gotta move it over a little bit so I get that white covered. And that, I don't know if you can see, I did put, yeah, you can see now, I did put glossy accents over the glitter, the stickled on his nose, and the liquid pearls. I don't know if that's going to pick up there a little bit. It just gives it more of a raised effect. It's very pretty when it dries. This, I am almost tempted, excuse me, to put a little crooked. I'm going to put this on first, the bow. If I missed anything to give you instructions or information, oh, noisy, please leave a comment. I will get back to you. I tend to forget, and I apologize. I say this every time. You think I'd learn, but I do want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my longtime subscribers. I appreciate everybody. It's wonderful to be finally back doing some videos. I have ideas and I've got stuff made. I just have to find time to do the videos because, like I said, sometimes my crafting just kind of, I get busy crafting and I forget. I can go, um, some days I'm up and down doing things, crafting, and then I have to get up and, whatnot, and I just forget about things. I just don't communicate on Facebook or anything because I'm happy to craft and and do my other chores that I can manage. Just trying to get the glue lid on. I was going to put some, excuse me, yeah, I'm still going to. I was going to put some dots on here. What do you call it? Nouveau drops. I'm just thinking. Uh, no, it's busy enough, honestly. The paper, you got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, well, 6 if you count the little patch, different patterns going on one tag. So I think I better stop or it'll get too busy. Anyway, that's my finished tag. I do want to thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day, everybody. Take care.